Hello everybody, and this is Glenda Winkleman, and welcome back to Creative Grandma. This episode of Stitch of the Week is a special request from a viewer who asked me to do the waffle stitch. Now, I did do the waffle stitch, but I did modify the pattern a little bit because I did not like how the edges looked on the outside edges. So my starting and ending might be a little different than you're used to. My sample here is made with worsted weight yarn, and I'm using a size 10J crochet hook. This one is the rainbow with red, yellow, blue, and green. I also made a sample of a light blue. And this one might be a little harder to see, but for all those men out there that you try to figure out something to do, I'm not sure how this is showing up on camera, but a camouflage for the men in your life, if you want to make them something. This was a little bit harder to work with because I had trouble seeing with the dark colors. But anyhow, to begin this stitch, you're going to need a multiple of 3 plus 2. And I always suggest please make a sample swatch if you've never done the stitch before. So I'm starting with a chain of 32, so if you're going to work along with me, go ahead and start your chain. Okay, now I have my chain of 32. Now the first row is just a simple double crochet base row. So you're going to double crochet in that fourth chain from hook, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So do your double crochet in that fourth chain from hook. And then you're just going to work 1 double crochet in each chain across to the end. Okay, I'm at the end of row 1, and as you can see, it's just a basic double crochet base row. We're going to start row 2. Now this is where I modified the pattern. I do a chain 2 because I like how it makes it even and it doesn't have those big kind of loops on the end sticking out. Now this will be your first half double crochet. So if you're new to crocheting, you're going to skip. This chain 2 is your stitch, but it does come over here a little bit. So when you do that next stitch, skip this. You're going to work in this here second stitch. So if you're not sure, always look down at your previous row and follow that next stitch up, and that may help you. Now we're going to do a front post double crochet around the next double crochet. So if you've never done a front post double crochet stitch before, all that is a double crochet, and you're going to go under the next stitch and come back up through the front. You're just going right under the post of it, and then you're just going to work that double crochet. So don't be intimidated by that wordage of front post double crochet. It's a little intimidating, but there's nothing to it. Okay, then you're going to do a double crochet in the next 2 double crochet. So there's 1 and there's 2. And then you're going to repeat this across. So I'll do it one more time. You're going to do a front post double crochet. It's just a double crochet. You go under the next stitch and right up to the top. Just stick it right under that post and then work your double crochet. And then you're going to double crochet in the next 2 double crochet. And you're going to repeat that across. I'm at the end of row 2 and I have 2 stitches left. So you're going to end your row by doing a front post double crochet. Again, that's just a double crochet where you go under the stitch, around the post, and out through the other side, and then work your double crochet. Now you're going, sometimes this likes to go under that stitch, so take your fingers and pull it out, and you're going to count up to the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to work a half double crochet in that 3rd chain. And that is what your first 2 rows look like. So now we're going to begin row 3. So this pattern, you will be starting with a half double crochet and you will end with a half double crochet. That's the only space you will work a half double crochet is your first and last stitch. So row 3, you're going to chain 2. That's your first half double crochet. You're going to turn your work. Remember, skip this first stitch, and if you're not sure, just pull that apart if you're new to crochet and look for where the right stitch is, or you're going to have an uneven edge. You're going to work a double crochet in the top of that next stitch. And now you're going to work a front post double crochet around the next 2 stitches. Again, you're just going to put your hook underneath that stitch and put it out through the other side, right underneath the post, and then work a double crochet. That's a front post double crochet. You're going to do it again in the next stitch. So there's your 2 front post double crochet. And now the repeat pattern across, you will do a double crochet in the top of the next stitch. And then you will work 2 front post double crochet around the post of the next 2 stitches. And then you repeat that across to your last 2 stitches. So it's a double crochet in the next stitch, a front post double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and that's your repeat pattern. And we'll meet up at the last 2 stitches. I'm at the end of row 3. I'm at my last 2 stitches. So now what you're going to do is you're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch, and then you're going to work your half double crochet in the top of that chain 2 turning stitch. Oops, there you go. And that's what it looks like. We're going to chain 2, that's your first half double crochet. You're going to chain your work. You're going to do a front post double crochet through the post of that next stitch. And then this will be the right side of your work. You can start seeing the waffle stitch. Then you're going to do a double crochet in the next 2 double crochet. And then this is the beginning of your repeat. Front post double crochet around the next front post double crochet stitch. You're going to do a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and you will repeat that across to the last 2 stitches, and then we'll meet up there. I'm at the end of row 4, so we're going to finish our last 2 stitches. So you're going to do a front post double crochet around the next stitch, and then you will be working your half double crochet. If you have to stick your finger in there, is what I usually do to make sure I get it in the right spot. Then do your half double crochet in the top of that turning chain 2 space. And you can see how nicely the sides of the rows are. They're nice and even now. We're going to begin row 5. This is the last row of the repeat. You're going to chain 2. You're going to turn your work. You're going to double crochet. Remember, skip that first stitch. You're going to double crochet in the next stitch. You're going to front post double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And then you're going to start your repeat across. The repeat is double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and you will repeat that double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and we'll meet up at the last 2 stitches. I'm at the end of row 5. So the last 2 stitches, you'll do a double crochet in the next stitch, and you'll do a half double crochet in the top of that previous row chaining, turning chain 2 space. And that is the end of row 5, the end of the repeat for the pattern. Now this is the wrong side. Now when you're doing this, you do repeat rows 4 and 5, but when you're finished with whatever you're making, you should end with row 4, which completes the second part of this. And I did want to show you the rainbows easier to see what I'm going to tell you. Now this is the waffle stitch. But when you turn it on the back, it also has a really nice look to it. Like it's almost like a reversible 2-pattern stitch. It's very pretty. And with these primary colors, it really shows the distinction of the stitches. So this is just an all over, really unique looking back side of it. And then this is the actual waffle stitch. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Stitch of the Week, and this is pattern 205, the waffle stitch. And if you liked our Stitch of the Week, check out my other videos, and I would appreciate some likes and comments of how you feel about the stitches, what you might be looking for. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for stopping by.